Hi guys, and welcome again to Welsh Beast. Now first of all, before I start, please can you subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, that will help the channel grow and expand, and I can then do better productions, better content. I have lots of great stuff planned, so please subscribe. What I want to do today is just take a quick preview of the Liam Williams fight that's happening tomorrow on BT Sport. Saturday, October the 10th, BT Sport, Liam Williams v Andrew Robinson. Now, online, people are whinging, as they always do. They're complaining that Williams is beyond this level. He shouldn't be fighting Robinson. He should be fighting Andrade, who he's mandatory for. He should be in bigger fights. Well, look at the situation we're in. Look at the world we're in at the moment. It's a good fight. Williams is British champion at middleweight. Andrew Robinson is his mandatory. It's a good takeover fight. It'll do for now. So people just have to be realistic, be fair, and just enjoy the fight. Enjoy the live sport. Robinson is a decent operator. He's a good quality fighter, a good fighter. Been around domestic level for years. He's fought everybody. He's a solid contender. Not spectacular, but solid, capable. You know, I expect Liam Williams to win, as everyone does, and then move on to better things. The better things that we all want. You know, in Liam Williams' last fight against Atlantis Fox, he was just phenomenal. His best win against a world-class opponent, his biggest fight, and he dominated Fox. He jumped all over him. You know, Fox promised a lot more, but he was just overwhelmed by Williams. You know, Fox backed off. He moved to the ropes. He moved on the outside. Liam just went for him, roughed him up. You know, landed a lot of headshots, which I didn't remember happening when I watched it live. Having watched it again for the preview, I expected more body work because of Fox's height. He's very tall, Fox, about 6'4". But Williams landed a lot of shots to the head. Fox really didn't want it. He didn't have the power to keep Williams off. He didn't like being roughed up. He didn't like it on the inside. And he was stopped in round 5. Got dropped in round 4. Did well to survive round 4. But stopped in round 5 from a good left, I think it was. A good left that dropped him. And there was a bit of a tussle at the ropes. It wasn't pretty. He went down and he was just waved off. Great performance by Williams. His best win. Fox had fought Andrade and had taken Andrade the distance. So it was a great win, all things considered. Williams is on this amazing run that we all know about. This was a good win against Fox. Fox has come out and said that a fight between Williams and Andrade is 50-50. It's a good fight. Williams has a chance. I believe Williams has a chance as well. Fox has said that Williams hits harder than Andrade. And I expect Williams to do well when he fights Andrade. And it will be next. And I believe it could take place in the UK. I think Frank Warren may get the fight in the UK. I don't know what the Zone are doing with Andrade. I don't know what Matchroom are doing with Andrade. But Frank has a good chance of bringing Andrade to the UK. You know, he's got a good show on tomorrow. You know, it was a better show. He's lost a few fights for a number of reasons. Health issues, COVID-19 issues, opponent issues. you know, so the card is thinner on the ground than it was. So we'll have to listen to David Hay for a bit longer, won't we? We'll enjoy that. Nathan Gorman fights Richard Latte. That'll be an exciting fight. But the headliner, Williams v Robinson. Now, both Williams and Robinson have fought Mark Heffron and give two very different performances. You know, Williams' performance against Heffron, and he won by round 10 stoppage. That was his breakout fight at middleweight. You know, that's when he stepped up from light middle to middleweight, and when it started this run, really, the last 12 months or so, the last 18 months, when he really started to put together wins, because he was also mandatory for the WBC. He was due to fight Robert Garcia. And Don King won the purse bids, but the fight never happened. So he beat Mark Heffron round 10 stoppage, and this was a much different performance to Fox. Much different performance. He was calmer. He was on the outside more. He moved around on the outside more. He controlled the distance well. He was cautious. And he just had a great jab against Heffron. He had great timing. Really moved in and out well. Landed solid shots. And was just a level above Heffron. And Heffron had his moments towards the end of the fight. You know, it wasn't the tear-up that I remember. Looking back, it was dominant from Williams for most of it. Like I said, Heffron had a brief spell when Williams tired in about the 9th, you know, at the end. But he was just too clinical, Williams. It was a good, disciplined performance. Again, I seem to remember it being more of a tear-up, back and forth, ebb and flow, but that wasn't the case. He virtually won everything, Williams. And got a good stoppage. Whereas when Robinson fought Heffron, it was a different story. Robinson gave a good performance. It was a good fight. This was a bit of a tear-up. This did have its moments for both fighters. I mean, Robinson damaged his eye early. And I think in the following round really gave a good performance. He really had a go. But he's not a big puncher, Robinson. And he's not the most skillful fighter. He's durable, he's brave, he's tough, he'll compete. But again, he just didn't quite have it. You know, but it did ebb and flow at times. He really, you know, Heffron was coming forward at times, then he was backing off. Robinson pushed the action in a couple of rounds when he really had a go. But he was stopped in round 5, I believe, round 6. And I think he took some low blows which softened him up. He didn't like them, no one likes them, but he took some low blows that softened him up and was caught with a peach of a left hook in about round 5 and never recovered. He was in real trouble from that left hook and didn't recover. He then took an uppercut from Heffron and it was stopped. And it was a good stoppage for me and John Lewis. John Lewis gets a lot of stick, but this time it was a good stoppage. I have no complaints about that one. Others do, I don't. Again, he was game, Robinson, did his best, showed a lot of heart, but Heffron just had a bit too much. He was sharper, fresher, fitter, stronger, more power. And but there was more action in that fight than when Williams fought Heffron. And I'm expecting Williams to have an easy night's work against Robinson. I think he'll be steady. I'm not expecting a blowout. I think he'll be a mid-round stoppage. You know, the mid-rounds. 5 or 6, round about there. I think Robinson will be stopped on his feet, or the corner may pull him out. I don't think he'll be blown away. He'll survive, he'll take punishment, he's a wily character, he can hang in there, he's, you know, a hard guy. But I think Williams will just break him down. Will be calm, will be composed, much like his performance against Heffron. I don't think it'll be his performance against Fox. I don't think he'll rush in, be inside, grabbing, wrestling. I think he'll be on the outside, he'll be steady, try and control centre ring, land the jab, land the headshots, land to the body, just pick him off until it just becomes too much. It just wears him down, and the ref will either jump in and say, I've seen enough, or the corner will throw a towel in because they've seen enough. And then we can then move on to Andrade. You know, Williams will fight anybody. He's revved up all the time. He's fired up all the time. Williams will fight anybody. He'll call out anybody. He wants everybody. It'll be Andrade next. After Robinson. You know, he beats Robinson tomorrow night in a decent performance and an easy night's work. So Williams stops Robinson. Cheers. Thank you.